Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning, Monsrika and friends. On this occasion, we will listen of the result of our research entitled Concentration Effect of Thermal Fruit Extract Pirantus acidus as a coagulant on clumping of cow milk. But before that, introduce the member of our group, which consists of me, Mita Masrina, and my friends, Lafah Danaistitia and Amelia Khuriati. Next, I will discuss what the table of the content in this presentation. We will discuss four things. In the first is the introduction. The second is the method kits containing tools, material, and work methods. The third is result and discussion. And the fourth is the closing bits containing conclusion, reference, and documentation. The first discussion regarding the introduction will be explained by my friends.
Okay, so the first one is introduction. Uh, as we know, milk is one of the food ingredients that has high nutritional value containing protein, vitamins, essential fatty acids, and minerals. The nature of milk is very easily damaged due to contamination, so proper processing and handling is needed so that milk can be stored for a long and durable period. Milk can be processed into cheese. One of the stages in cheese processing is the coagulation process. Coagulation is the clumping of small particles using coagulants. Coagulation can be carried out using acids, enzymes, or with the help of a starter in the form of lactic acid bacteria. Based on previous research, Selviana et al. 2015 said that utilized thermite juice can be used as an alternative to latex coagulants. Thermite fruit extract can be used as a coagulant because it contains ascorbic acid, which is a type of carboxylic acid which can cause coagulation of colloidal rubber. In this experiment, thermite juice was focused on being an alternative coagulant in the coagulation of cow's milk. The purpose of this experiment is to determine the effect of the concentration of thermite fruit extract on the carbling time of milk and the mass of coagulation of the resulting.
So the methods to be discussed are tools, materials, and work steps. In this study, the following tools were used is our blender, thermometer, pot, stove, knife, stirrer, filter, pressure device, label, stopwatch, and gas burner. And then the materials that we use are fresh cow's milk, thermite fruit extract, salt, and water.
Well, then we will discuss about the procedure performed. There are three steps used. Step 1, sample preparation. Step 2, preparation of thermite fruit extract, Pirantus acidus. Step 3, determination of minimum concentration for the time of clumping of cold milk. The next slide will go into more detail about the three steps. Okay, step one is sample preparation. There are three steps. One, cold milk is first filtered before the pasteurization process. Then the cold milk is put into 5-liter pot. 3, pasteurization is carried out for 5 until 10 minutes at a temperature 65 until 75 Celsius while stirring is carried out. For after the process is complete, the cold milk is allowed to stand until the temperature reaches 350 Celsius. Then put the starter as much as 0.5% while stirring. 6. Once mixed evenly, then let stand for 3 hours. Next is step 2, preparation of semi-fruit extract Pyrantus acidus. The step is 1. Semi-fruit placed until clean and dry. The semi-fruit is put into the blender while adding sufficient aqueous until the semi-fruit is submerged. 3. After that, blending is done until smooth. 4. Then it was filtered 3 times to get the extract from the semi-fruit in the form of a solution or fruit juice. 5. The solution is recorded to determine the volume. The volume of semi-fruit extract solution is used as the basis for calculation. Assuming the thermal content in the solution is 100%, the extract was diluted according to the concentration variation in its repetition using the dilution formula, namely in the screen. Okay. Step 3 is the last step is determination of minimum concentration for the time of counting of cosmic. The step is one variation in the concentration of semi-fruit extract beer put into cold milk or pasteurized, which has been placed in the container with a volume of 100 ml for each treatment. Then stir until evenly distributed. Stirring is stopped when the cold milk has seen lump or the coagulation process has been reached. Far after that, the coagulation times was recorded for each treatment. More and less, those are the steps that have been carried of our group. Then the result and discussion that have been found will be discussed. The discussion will be read by my friends.
Okay, the next one is result and discussion. So, the extract that was used in this study was fruit extract, which is in Latin is called Philanthus acidus in the form of a solution for juice. The solution is obtained from the crushing of fruit, which is aided with distilled water to produce fruit extract or Philanthus acidus. This extract solution is used as a substance added to cow's milk as a substitute for the rennet enzymes, which function as a coagulant. The addition of this solution is based on a predetermined concentration variation of 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. After the addition of the solution, the coagulation time of cow's milk was recorded for each variation of concentration needed. The resulting data is in the form of clumping time and the resulting mass. The effect of the concentration of fruit extract on the clumping time of cow's milk and the resulting mass is present in Table 1. The addition of a 25% concentration of fruit extract obtained a small mass of only about 1.5 gram, and the time needed for the milk to coagulate is long enough for approximately 11 minutes. Meanwhile, with the addition of 100% fruit, a larger mass was obtained, which was around 25.44 gram with a shorter time needed, which was around 4 minutes. This means that, based on this data, it is known that the increasing the concentration, the faster the clumping time and the resulting mass is greater. In graph 1, it can be seen that the higher the concentration of fruit extract added, the faster the clumping time. And then in graph 2, it is found that the higher the concentration of fruit extract, the more mass of curdled milk. So it can be concluded that for the optimum concentration of fruit extract that has the most influence of the clumping time and mass of the lumps obtained is the concentration of 100% fruit extract. Ceramide fruit that contains vitamin C or ascorbic acid. This ascorbic acid functions as a colloid coagulating agent in latex. This acid is included in carboxylic acid, which have a carboxylic group which will break down into H plus ions and COO minus ions. H plus ions will bind to the fatty compound in the cow's milk sample so that they will agglomerate and separate into two phases, namely the solid phase or fat and the liquid phase or water. In this experiment, it was proven that when the concentration of ascorbic acid, or in this experiment using ceramide fruit extract, was high, the coagulation process of cow's milk took place quickly and the mass of coagulated cow's milk also increased. The concentration of ceramide fruit in this experiment is one of the factors that affect the rate or speed of the chemical reactions. There are chemical reactions that take place fast and slow depending on the rate or speed of the reactions. The speed of the reaction is very influential on the process of a chemical reaction taking place. From the result of this practicum, it can be seen that when the concentration of 100% ceramide fruit extract is added to cow's milk, the coagulation process takes place faster than when added at low concentrations.
So next up is closing. In this part, we're gonna explain about conclusion, references that we use, and attachment of the work that we did. So based on result of research and discussion that we have been described above, it can be concluded that each concentration that has been given a different concentration affects the coagulation time of cow's milk. The higher concentration of ceramide fruit extract added, the faster the closing time goes. The higher concentration of the ceramide fruit extract, the more mass of the milk to coagulate, and the optimum concentration of ceramide fruit extract that has been the most effect on the clumping time and mass of the in the concentration of 100% ceramide fruit extract. So these are our references that we use. So these are the picture of our tools and materials that we use. And then this is the picture when we were grinding the ceramide fruit. These are the pictures of us when we were filtering the cow's milk and then we're doing pasteurization. This is the picture when we were pouring the cow's milk into the pot and then adding the ceramide extract. The next one is when we were adding the salt. And then this is the time required in every concentration that we use. And the last one are the picture of mass of the product in every concentration. As you can see, in concentration 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. So yeah, I think that's all for your attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.